Well,
In my mind, I believed he looked familiar.
Okay, and again, so do you tell anybody at that point, like, look, I'm putting these together. The guy that had his hands up, that's the guy we're probably looking for.
Yes.
Okay.
this is a grave constitutional violation for you to talk about the defendant's silence. You're right on the borderline. You may be over. It better stop. This is not permitted.
The court left the door open.
For me, not for you. You should have come and asked. Why would you think that that made it okay for you, without any advance notice, to bring this matter before the jury? I was astonished when you began your examination by commenting on the defendant's post-arrest silence. That's basic law. It's been basic law in this country for 40 years, 50 years. I have no idea why you would do something like that. I don't know what you're up to.
The defendant was using this exact same weapon. He was using it in a manner to try and protect property.
No, he wasn't.
Your Honor, with all due respect,
I'm not going to rehash the motion. That's absolutely untrue. No.
on April 30th, 2000, his answer was, I might. He didn't answer.
So I went to go put out the fires.
And you brought your AR-15 along.
Yes,
Why?
because it was with me already.
Yeah, but you'd taken it off earlier when you were treating someone. You gave it to Joanne Fiedler, right?
Yes. When I took it off to hand it to Joanne Fiedler, I was in a safe spot in that corner of the building where there were people protecting me at that time right there. When I went to go to the car source number 3 to put out the fires, there was nobody I could hand my rifle to that could protect me while I'm providing first aid to somebody.
But you still knew you had it.
My rifle, yes.
You still knew you had it strapped around your body,
Yes.
and you made a conscious decision to bring it along, right?
Yes.
Why?
Did you hear the question?
I did, but I don't really understand what...
Well, the defendant pointed a gun at a man wearing yellow pants because that person was on a car on the car source lot. Now, there's no justification that I can think of why the defendant would point that gun at someone. He said I was joking when I said that to the guy in the yellow pants, but he's acknowledged that he told the person in the yellow pants, yeah, you're right, I did point a gun at you when you were sitting on a car. Was it simply that, well, I've already got it strapped on, so I might as well bring it along? Is that what you're telling us? You decided to bring along the AR-15 because, well, I've already got it? Is that your answer?
I don't think I was thinking, like, hey, I'm going to take my rifle off. I wouldn't have, because there was people around that could have stolen my gun. And I didn't take my rifle off because I was going there alone. I was going to be running there alone. And I didn't take it off because no one else was there to protect me as I was going there. So that's why I brought it.
For protection?
Yes.
You brought it along down there because you felt like you would need to protect yourself against someone else harming you. Correct?
If that would have happened, I would have protected myself, but I didn't think I was going to be attacked and ambushed.
But you just said you had it for protection. What were you expecting you would need protection from?
I thought we had covered much of this before.
With the prior August 10th incident, 15 days prior, involving the same gun, where he is threatening to use that gun to protect property. It goes...
He didn't have the gun with him.
Your Honor.
You need to pick up the pace somewhat.
What did you think you needed protection against?
I didn't really think I was going to have to protect myself.
You told us just now you brought it along for protection.
I did, but I didn't think I was going to need to protect myself.
You brought it along for protection, but you didn't think you needed protection?
That's not what he said. Objection.
Unarmed.
I want you to tell me what the defense theory of the case is.
May I respond to what in that video you indicate that you have your AR-15 to protect yourself, correct?
Yes.
And you indicate that you're going to run out there and treat anyone who needs medical help, correct?
Yes.
Were you going to bring the gun along when you did that?
Yes.
To defend yourself while you're treating someone?
If I needed to defend myself while treating somebody, yes.
I'd like to respond to what you just said.
Slow down, please.
I apologize, Madam Court Reporter. If you didn't think there was friction with the crowd and you're out there trying to help, why did you expect there'd be any danger?
from the previous nights when I saw people being assaulted.
Were they medics being assaulted?
I don't know who they were. I know one of them was just trying to put out a fire at his business.
So you saw someone who was trying to put out a fire who got assaulted?
Yes.
But based on the evidence that we've heard, and more specifically exactly what the defendant said earlier about admitting pointing a gun at someone who was merely jumping or sitting on a car, that the door is open now. If you're going to help people, why would you expect anyone would try and hurt you?
Somebody did try to hurt me, and I was helping people.
You don't think there's a hostile crowd, you're there to help people, and yet you're going to run out there with the AR-15. I don't understand why you felt that you were going to be in danger if you're out in a friendly, what you think is a friendly crowd, helping them.
I didn't say I didn't think they were hostile. I didn't think they were hostile towards us.
Okay, so they're not hostile to you and you're going to go help them. Why do you need the gun when you go out there?
I need the gun because if I had to protect myself because somebody attacked me.
Why would you think anybody would do that? That's the whole reason you brought the gun, isn't it?
I brought the gun to protect myself.
Exactly. You said that the people around you on that property and the people up on the roof were there to protect you.
They were on the roof to watch me, and if somebody was to attack me in their view, they could say, "Hey, Kyle, watch out."
They've got AR-15s.
Yes.
The AR-15 was to protect you, right? That's what you just said.
Not the AR-15. I said they could shout down to me and be like, "Hey, Kyle, watch out."
So they're just carrying around the AR-15s for no reason?
Just hours ago, I said I had heard nothing in this trial to change any of my rulings. So why?
Testimony, Your Honor.
Pardon me?
That was before the
Don't
defense testimony.
get brazen with me. Don't give me that. I said it couldn't come in, and it isn't coming in. No matter what you think.
You guys asked for my footage, so I gave it to you.
Through your attorney.
Yes.
That's an attorney that you have out of Madison?
What's the relevance of this?
Well, Your Honor, we've had a lot of questions about other people.
What's the relevance of this? I said you were over the line, close to, or over the line on commenting on the defendant's pretrial silence, which is a well-known rule. I'm astonished that that would have been an issue. So I don't want to have another issue as long as this case continues. Is that clear?
But you decided you needed to run because of the fire in the Duramax?
Yes.
Why? What was so urgent?
It was a fire.
There's fires all over the place, so?
I was getting to the fire to put it out.
We'll get back to that in a second.
All we're talking about is arson. We're talking about being loud and disorderly. We're talking about, being.
I can't believe some of the things you're saying. I mean,
alleged to
all
be a
we're
rioter.
talking about is arson. Come on.
Arson to a dumpster. Arson to a dumpster, Your Honor? Yes.
Arson to, well, pushing towards a gas station, they claim.
This is ridiculous.